And I think that, wisdom is it's underestimated in our society. And today I'm going to try to cover Proverbs as I continue to do, if I do more devotionals, I'm going to cover Proverbs and try to select a topic that I think that we should cover. Now, I'm going to start off with a reading from Proverbs 24, 30 through 34, if you want to follow along. I'm going to be reading from the New Living Translation is what I have, so it may be a little bit different than what you have. All right, verse 30. I walked by the field of a lazy person, the vineyard of one with no common sense. I saw that it was overgrown with nettles, it was covered with weeds, and its walls were broken down. Then as I looked and thought about it, I learned this lesson. A little extra sleep, a little more slumber, a little folding of the hands of rest. Then poverty will pounce on you like a bandit. Scarcity will attack you like an armed robber. And then I'm going to read another one from Proverbs 18:9. A lazy person is as bad as someone who destroys things. Now the wisdom of Solomon tells us that a slothful person is kindred to one who is wasteful and a destroyer. One who is remiss about the things that are in his charge will neglect his workful duties to the point that things will be left unfinished and piled up. In Bible days, agriculture was a very important occupation. Many of the fields had vineyards and they had to be taken care of. Now in verse 32 of chapter 24 of Proverbs, it says that a wise man went by a slothful individual and learned a lesson by observing him. He could see what laziness produces, a field and a vineyard that was overgrown with weeds and a stone fence that was obviously broken down. The lazy man will not have a productive crop to harvest, so he will face poverty because of his laziness. Today we have different fields of work, however the principle is the same. If we do a poor job for any reason, the result will be the same, and we will suffer in our job status. In a world of hurry, there is a big hindrance to good workmanship in our modern society. Slothfulness, shoddy workmanship, and disorganization reflect a lack of caring. Many people take shortcuts that hamper the quality of the job just to finish the task so they can eliminate any problems of the moment. Later the job must be repeated, which wastes time because the job was not done right the first time. We need to teach our children not only how to do a good job, but also train them how to do their best. Teaching is simply communicating knowledge, while training involves conveying a value system. Good teachers who teach moral values along with proper instruction produce quality schooling and the best workers. If we as parents compromise in our lifestyles and work ethics before our children, then we communicate those ideas to them. If we have deceived or perhaps have just become neglectful in any area pertaining to our work ethics, we could be guilty of hurting our witness for the Lord. A good worker who is organized and efficient in all of their efforts will stand out and receive promotions, while the slothful one will not only come to poverty themselves, but will also waste their employer's time and money and fail to be productive in this life. A slothful worker is one who is self-serving, while a godly person has a servant's heart. So as you go this week, I encourage you to just think about that and think about laziness and slothfulness and getting things done during the week. And I'll close out my devotional with a scripture from Ephesians 6, 5 through 7. Slaves, obey your earthly masters with deep respect and fear. Serve them sincerely as you would Christ. Try to please them all the time, not just when they are watching you. As slaves of Christ, do the will of God with all your heart. Work with enthusiasm as though you were working for the Lord rather than for people.